everybody, it's Jasmine and we're back with another anti-haul and wish list video. I haven't done one of these in a very long time and I'm actually really excited for today's video because I have a lot of energy. Energy is surging through my veins right now. But before we get into this video, I have like a really weird favorite I want to share with you guys. This home style Rice Krispie treat. Even the people in the house are excited. Hello? She's different, more chewy. She has a little bit of extra love in it. I don't know. If you guys are unfamiliar with this type of video series that I do, I essentially just go on Trend Mood's Instagram and I just scroll through all of the newer launches or the launches that are to come, and I kind of just give you guys like my first impressions of the way things look and see if it's worth my time or if it's not. I'm going to scoot off to the side here so that you guys will see everything that I'm looking at on my phone. So the first product that we have here is a launch from Huda Beauty. So there are going to be 3 eyeshadow palettes retailing for $29. You're going to have the Caramel Brown Obsessions, the Toffee Brown Obsessions, and the Chocolate Brown Obsessions. There's also going to be some liquid matte minis for $33. There's going to be a caramel brown, a pink cinnamon brown, as well as a cold latte brown. Oh, there's 4, sorry. Kind of just got jumbled up in there. And the 4th one there is the deep chocolate brown. And then there are a lot of other accessories like the makeup pouches and stuff. So just looking at these photos, I think that these are really cute. I do like the fact that it's all nude, it's all brown. You get like the variation between warm browns as well as neutral, and kind of cool. In this middle palette here, it's like a little taupey. But in all honesty, I am never really attracted to Huda Beauty's items because I've heard about the fragrance and I've just heard a lot of mixed reviews. And I know a lot of people have the argument of, well, I have so many nude eyeshadows in my collection, why do I need this? I do think that some formulas vary and can appeal to a certain audience more than others. I have a lot of nudes in my collection and I just know that I gravitate more towards certain palettes than others. Currently right now, I've just been getting a lot of palettes despite my recent declutter. So currently these are just not really where I'm looking as far as nudes, and I actually just purchased a nude palette like a month or 2 ago, so I'm kind of just holding off on that. But the color selection here just seems really up my alley, especially the first palette with the yellows. Juvia's Place is coming out with 3 different eye primers, so these are all just different shades, and this is just called the Eye Prime Eye Prep. It's a lightweight primer that color corrects and smooths your eyelids, leaving a blank canvas to enhance the vibrancy, blendability, wearability, and creaselessness of your favorite eyeshadows. It could also be worn by itself, so these are just $12 each, and there's shade 1, shade 2, and shade 3, kind of just self-explanatory in the picture. This is really cool. I like this. I am kind of getting into eye primers, so I'm curious to see how pigmented these actually are, because if they're super pigmented, I think that 3 shades is definitely not enough. But if they are kind of more of the sheer like light concealer side, then I could see this going pretty far. So hopefully this goes really good. I can't wait to see like actual swatches on the skin and just hear what other people think about this type of formula. I feel like if you guys have been watching my channel since around 2017, you guys have known that the lip color that I'm wearing, which is MAC Naturally Transformed, which is discontinued, is like my all-time favorite nude. Like this nude looks the best on me. I've tried so many, and every single time I wear this color in particular, everyone's always asking, what's on your lips? I need it. And for a long time, I was looking through a lot of different brands, and when KKW first launched, I kind of assumed that they were going to have a shade close to this, but in fact they were all super pink. So for their newer launch, they are actually launching more lip sets, and it seems that there's going to be 2 nudes, 1 pink, and 1 red. Each set contains 3 pieces, so there's going to be a lip liner, a lipstick, as well as a gloss. And just because the gloss is added in, I'm completely honestly turned off. I am not a gloss person. I would rather have like a creamy matte bullet lipstick as opposed to a gloss any day. But you know what, looking at these nudes, they are very, very pretty, but just based off of the swatches here, based off of the white background, these already seem a little too pink for me, and that's not really what I go for my nudes personally, because I am so yellow. My nudes have to have a yellow undertone or an olive undertone in order for it to look like this on my lips. So unfortunately, even though it looks super pretty, I do have to say that I might have to pass on this, despite me wanting to try KKW one day. I do definitely want to dive in, see what the hype is all about, and see if it's a good match for me. By the way, each set is $38, or you can get all of it for $142, so not bad. A 3-piece set for $38, that's really not bad. Nikita Dragun is coming out with a new mascara called the Xplicit mascara, and this is to add extra length, volume, and curl. And I just feel like a lot of mascaras kind of just have the same descriptions, to be honest with you, so it's kind of hard to tell when you are reading about the product, especially mascaras. Mascaras in particular, they're just weird. But what I do like is the fact that Nikita is Asian, and she specifically chose to have a smaller wand, which automatically is an appeal for me, because there have been so many times where wands are way too big for my eye shape. So just the look of the wand in particular just makes me really excited for this. So I'm excited to see some reviews about it, see if it actually gives all of the length and the volume. I hope that this wand and how small it is and the claims is very similar to the Super Sizer from CoverGirl. I remember that used to be my favorite mascara. I actually need to buy some more, but I hope that that's like kind of the vibe that it gives, because I just see potential in this. Artist Couture is coming out with some blush palettes. These have 3 pans in them, and there's going to be 2 variations called Volume 1 as well as Volume 2. Now, these actually look pretty cool. I like the fact that there are 2 mattes and then 1 shimmery blush. It kind of just allows you to mix and match, and I actually do like both types of blushes. I love a good matte blush, but I also love a good shimmer to my cheeks. So this actually looks really pretty. Volume 1 definitely is something that I would personally go for, because it has more of like that warm peach vibe, and then Volume 2 is definitely more of like that plummy type of vibe, where I think it would look better on like tan skin. I'm not sure how it would look on like super dark skin, given the fact that the middle shade kind of looks a little bit ashy on the swatch for the darker skin model. So we'll see how that plays out on other people when they do review it, but I think so far this actually looks really, really cute. I do like the way that this is laid out, and I've never really tried anything from Artist Couture. I've tried some things from my sister's collection, so she'll like bring her like highlighters on vacation, and I'll be like, can I try some of that? Just a little bit. And every single time I use my sister's makeup, I always really like it. So hopefully this can make it to my collection. So I'm adding this one onto my wish list. Morphe is coming out with a new collaboration with Avani, and it seems like there's going to be a palette, some bronzers, some body illuminators, lip duos, and a gloss kit. So just looking at the overall pictures, I think the palette has really nice colors. I do like the fact that there are some very vibrant colors, as well as just some ooh, what is this? Wet your brush before you line. Oh, there's water activated liners in here as well. That's kind of cool. I really like that. I think the palette to me is definitely something that I am definitely looking forward to. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if it's like a water activated liner, if it's just an eyeshadow that you could use water with. I'm not so sure. I might have to see some reviews just to get a better idea of the palette, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've said this in a lot of my videos, that I'm not attracted to Morphe eyeshadows, but if people say that this formula is really amazing, then maybe I'll consider it, especially because of that bottom 2 rows where you can wet your brush and really get the multi-use out of it, and that's what I really like. I never see Jouer come out with any new items. I still want to try the Jouer foundation, That's still on my bucket list. That's still on my wish list to try. But every single time I go into like my local Sephora, they never have anything that I want. My Sephoras here are really, really small, so I literally have to go out of town to a Sephora to like swatch stuff. And even now you can't swatch anything, so nothing's in my favor. But Jouer is launching a new Blush and Bloom Cheek and Lip Duo in Amele. And this is a mother and daughter collaboration, which does seem very, very sweet. So this is going to be a multi-use creamy blush and clear dewy skin duo with clean nourishing ingredients like plant-derived squalane oil and rosehip oil. It looks like there's only one shade available, and this shade kind of seems more like that universal pink, where it's just a little bit more on the vibrant side, but I'm guessing that this is very blendable and buildable given the fact that there is only one shade. This is $32, but would I get it? I don't think so. I don't think that this is where I would want to spend my money given the fact that I have other things from Jouer that I'd rather purchase before this. Everybody is launching skin tints, and I don't know what it is, but I am just not the biggest fan of skin tints. If you guys watched my last video on Wednesday, I did use a skin tint in my first impressions, and to be quite honest with you, I am just that type of person that's all or nothing. Give me full coverage like today, or I just won't wear foundation. You guys know the drill. You guys have seen my videos. So this is very interesting to me because this is the most shade selection I have seen for a skin tint, period. I feel like for a lot of brands, they come out with roughly 15 shades just because skin tints are very sheer, so it's able to accommodate a larger group of skin tones because it's more forgiving. So for this, it's going to be $30. There's 25 shades, which is a lot, and it just says it delivers an instantly smooth and blurred complexion in a few drops. So I don't know, I feel like this might be something that I'm considering, but I'm definitely not like super excited for it. You know, I love Fenty Beauty's complexion products. I swear by a lot of her products, but there's just this weird obstacle in front of me between me and skin tints. Like I'm not a skin tint person. I'm not a BB cream person. So like a lot of what I have said here, I want to see some reviews. I want to see how buildable it actually is, and I want to see how it looks on the skin at the end of the day. And I think especially for me, I don't really like skin tints because especially in a time where you are wearing masks, it's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of like you not wearing a lot of coverage and then you putting on a mask and then it coming off, because typically skin tints are more dewy and they're not necessarily matte, but this one says that it's humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant, so I don't really know. I need to see some reviews on that one. Glow Recipe has a brand new product, and I love Glow Recipe products. They are so amazing. I don't buy them often, but whenever I do have Glow Recipe in my collection, I always finish it so fast. I don't know why. It just goes through my collection like within a month. It's crazy. But the brand new product that they have here is their Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum for $42. It's formulated to target dehydration, irritation, and redness/sensitivity. This comforting milky texture cocoons sensitive skin in a protective healing layer of actives to return skin to a healthy looking equilibrium. Wow. Serums are definitely a must in my skincare routine. They say that all you really need in a skincare routine is a good cleanser, a good moisturizer, and an SPF, but I say that you need to add serum in that equation for me to be real happy. So this honestly just sounds like it's really up my alley, so this is definitely on my wish list. Too Faced, baby. You know what? Too Faced is trying. Oh, look, it's Melissa. I love her. Too Faced is trying. You know, I do see them trying to put in effort to grab audiences, but I think the real question is, what audience are they trying to target here? Are they trying to target the younger demographics? Are they trying to target those in their 20s like me, or what, because it seems like they're all over the place. It seems like their packaging is either like super cute or like super sophisticated. It's really, really weird to me. Now this one just has a lot of teddy bears thrown in, and this is called the Teddy Bear Collection. So there's going to be a lip injection, and that one's going to have a light bronze tint with gold sparkles for $29. There's going to be an eyeshadow palette for $45, and it's going to smell like honey graham crackers, which actually sounds good. That actually sounds quite nice, quite amazing. And then finally, to top it all in, they have a bronzer for $32. A bronzer. One bronzer. That's the issue for me. If you're gonna come out with a collection and you're gonna come out with something like a bronzer, I think it's kind of counterintuitive to only have one shade, because if you think about it, they could have taken this in a whole different realm. They could have done like a whole bear collection with like the darker tone bears, the lighter tone bears, polar bears. Like, you literally have so many bears on the planet that you could literally have different colored bronzers with different bear names, if you get where I'm coming from. And I just feel like, looking at the palette, looking at everything, quite honestly, it looks cute, it looks practical, but at the same time, it's kind of just like, is this another limited edition thing that they are just using as a way to get quick money? I'm just moving around a lot because I'm very uncomfortable in my chair today, but that's okay, that's fine. Now, my friend Sydney and I were kind of talking about this launch the other day, the new Colourpop and Lizzie McGuire collection. I used to watch Lizzie McGuire a lot. I actually saw Miss Hilary Duff back when I was a little old girl, and honestly, I love her. This is what dreams are made of. Come clean. Love her so much. And you know what? The palette itself looks really cute to look at, but I know the moment I use this on my eyes, I'm going to be very disappointed, because a lot of these type of shades, like the pastel greens, the soft pink, I just know for Colourpop's formula, sometimes it's just going to be a little too patchy, a little bit all over the place, and I'm just not that type of person to really like this type of palette format. So what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing 6 different shimmers, I am seeing 3 actual mattes, and then I'm seeing 3 of those like glitter matte formulas, and honestly, that's just not how I like my palettes laid out, to be honest with you. But I know that a lot of people like their shimmer, so that's just my personal opinion. They have 4 So Juicy plumping glosses. As you guys know, I'm not a huge gloss person. They have 2 powder blushes, and as everybody has said in some of my other videos, when Colourpop launches blushes with their launches, it's never dark enough. And I agree, I 100% agree. These blushes to me just seem so pale, especially the one on the right. It just seems like it's too cool of a color, and it can only work on somebody who has a cool undertone or even neutral undertone. And then the one on the left looks like it will show up on me, but I don't think it's going to even show up on somebody with dark skin. So I don't know. And then they also have the Glitterly Obsessed gel, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I never really use mine. And then finally, they do have a lip scrub. So this whole collection in itself has this aesthetic of nostalgia, and I really do like that. I like the way that this looks, but I think if I actually purchased the entire collection, I think I would ultimately be a little bit more disappointed. Melt Cosmetics is having a new launch. They are launching some cream blushes. Now, I'm actually kind of excited because lately I've been diving into cream blushes, which I've never really been a fan of before, but lately I've been using the ones that I have in my collection, and I think I'm really liking it. Today I'm using the Oh Hi cream blush in the shade Sahara, and I really do like it. So cream blushes for me right now are a total win, so this actually gets me excited. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 shades to choose from. They're $22 each, which is, I feel like a standard price for like a high-end product. And honestly, I think that these tones are definitely hot. They're trending, they are in, they are warm but not too warm, and I just like the way that the component looks. Melt just has this really nice sleek approach to their packaging, and I really do like that. I appreciate that a lot. I do want to try more of the Melt Cosmetics products, like their newer releases, because I did have some of their old stuff, and although it was really great, I feel like I need a refresh from the brand. We're going to end this anti-haul and wish list video with Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics with her liquid lipsticks and lip liners. Now, I have seen a lot of reviews, and honestly, I kind of want to try it. I really do. So the one color that I have been eyeing in this collection is I'm a Cancer, and for some weird reason I just feel like this is really pretty to me. It's not so warm, but it's definitely not too peachy in comparison to the other nudes, and quite honestly it's like the one shade that speaks out to me. And I feel like from a lot of her reviews, people really do like the formula. It is said that the liquid lipsticks are creamy, easy to apply, and dry down completely. They are hard to remove. It's a longer wear formula, and the lip liners are also said to be super creamy as well. Although I'm not in the market for lip liners, I do think that it is a great option. So they are $18 each for the lip liners, which I feel like is quite on par with MAC. And then the liquid lipstick is $20, which I feel like is your typical price for a liquid lipstick nowadays. I think that this is definitely going to make it onto my wish list category, because I do want to try things from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Even though she has had a lot of mistakes, I do want to try, and I do want to give her a chance. I do want to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I know how hard it could be to launch something, have it fail, not go your way, and I just want to try it out, see how I like it, and support another content creator. And just like that, you guys, we are completed with today's anti-haul and wish list video. I hope you guys all really enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about some of these newer products. Are you gonna buy them? Are you on a no buy? What's your situation here? I'm not technically on a no buy right now. I'm open to purchasing, but of course saving is always going to be my #1 priority. So I hope you guys all really enjoy this one, as well as some of my opinions, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.